Ben, a man hardened by years in covert operations, stared at the contents of the package with a grimace. A network of obscenely wealthy, morally bankrupt billionaires who operated in the shadows, untouchable by conventional means. He'd spent months tailing them, gathering scraps, but the cleavers were too slippery. His superior, desperate, suggested a radical approach. Thus, Ben found himself staring at his reflection, a stranger staring back. Bertha, his alter ego, was born. The online persona of Bertha was carefully crafted, witty, alluring, and vulnerable. It didn't take long to snag the attention of Viktor Volkov, a notorious figure known for his ruthless dealings and extravagant lifestyle. Volkov was intrigued, drawn to Bertha's digital charm. A meeting was arranged. Ben, as Bertha, walked into the opulent lobby, his knees wobbling in the stilettos. Volkov, a man whose face seemed carved from granite, was instantly captivated. He showered Bertha with attention, whisking her away to lavish dinners and exclusive parties. Ben, now Bertha, was trapped. He had infiltrated the inner circle, gaining access to Volkov's private accounts, his offshore holdings, the dirty secrets that could bring the whole rotten edifice crashing down. But the closer he got, the tighter Volkov held on. One night, a decadent party raged in Volkov's mansion. Bertha, sparkling in a borrowed gown, was presented to the other assembled villains as Volkov's newest treasure. The champagne flowed, the air thick with predatory glances and whispered deals. Later, in Volkov's private chambers, the game changed. Volkov, fueled by liquor and lust, turned aggressive. He pulled Bertha close, his grip bruising. Ben, panicking, tried to deflect his advances. "Not tonight, Victor," he pleaded, his voice strained and unnatural. Volkov's smile turned cruel. "Oh, I think tonight is perfect. Unless..." He paused, his eyes narrowing. "Unless you're not who you say you are, playing hard to get. Agent? I know who you are, Ben." Volkov sneered. "You think I don't know about your little mission? You think I'm some fool you can manipulate?" Ben froze, his mind reeling. He was exposed. But Volkov wasn't enraged. He was amused. "You think I'm just another corrupt billionaire?" Volkov continued, his voice dropping. "Yes, I accumulated my wealth through questionable means, but I use it for good. I fund orphanages in war-torn countries. I build schools in impoverished villages. I feed the hungry while your so-called righteous governments turn a blind eye." He stepped back, a strange light in his eyes. "The world needs a monster like me, Agent. Someone willing to get their hands dirty to do what's necessary." Ben was stunned. Could this be true? Was Volkov a monster with a conscience? "How could you know?" Ben whispered, his voice hoarse. Volkov smiled, a chillingly knowing expression. "I know everything, Ben. I built this empire on information, and I know what you're going to do next." He leaned closer, his voice a menacing whisper. "You came to me dressed as a woman. Very well. I'll make you a woman, a real woman." He was softer, almost gentle. "How do you feel, my love?" he asked, caressing Bertha's cheek. Tears streamed down her face. He pulled her close, whispering reassurances. And then, he made love to her. It was a violation, a surrender, a strange, twisted act of intimacy. In the morning, Bertha looked at herself in the mirror. The golden hair. Days passed. She found herself adjusting, adapting. She learned to move with grace, to flirt with confidence, to embrace the role of Bertha with a chilling ease. The agent who came as a man was gone. In his place stood Bertha, a beautiful, broken woman, forever bound to the monster who had made her. And in the depths of her despair, a seed of twisted pleasure began to bloom. She was a weapon, yes, but she was also something new, something dangerous, something entirely her own. And the game, she realized, was far from over. Today she keeps herself, she dresses up as a beautiful woman and feels very good while dressing herself up. She feels very happy and good as a woman, which she did not feel when she was a boy. She simply made a girl from a boy. But after becoming a girl and having intimate with her boyfriend, she feels complete as a woman.